Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, welcoming you back to Downstairs on Let's Play 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. Oh, that's not downstairs. Those are the stairs. Okay, can I go downstairs? Don't shove! What? Now that you bring it up, okay. It's narrow. Oh, I meant to go downstairs, but I guess I can't get there from this angle. Of course he's not. He can't see. No way. That's easy. Balance beam is far narrower than 20 inches. Yeah, why is it that the balance beam poses no challenge to you, but the hypothetical 10-story wall does? Well, because you could fall off and hurt yourself, or, you know, die. Even though there are people who have survived, like, multi-story drops. Like, I think, what, in the news a couple years ago, there was a guy who survived, like, a 40-story drop, wasn't there? Anyway, I want to go downstairs, where there are more books. Good grief. There wasn't enough downstairs, or upstairs. Algebraic number theory. Okay. Another one like that over here. Primary number theory, or analytical number theory, or geometry, or... yeah. Oh my gosh! Number theory is usually split into 4 chief disciplines. Oh, okay. Algebraic number theory. I took a wild guess. Okay. Cool. Good for you, Snake. Algebraic number theory. Pythagorean theorem. Oh, more math. Yeah. Hey, there's some books missing. Whoa. Oh, crap. This is a puzzle, isn't it? Dad kind? German math... oh! German mathematician? Oh, okay. I was thinking something else, but okay. Owen. Isn't enough to go on. English Revolutionary, or any number of Owen. Leibniz. It's in German. Complete works of something. Never heard of it. Wow. Yeah, you don't know, then. Well, based on that other book that other set of books last time about the Western history or whatever, I guess he doesn't know much about, you know, European-related stuff. Sheldrake. Oh. Sheldrake. Why does that make it sound like it's important? I think I'd have to look that up manually to know exactly who that is. Goldbach's conjecture. Magic or psychic stuff. Jewelry. That's a big jump in logic. Respectable. Oh, it's a mathematics book. Oh, yeah, everything over here is math. What am I thinking? Unsolved problems of additive number theory. Oh, well. Let's not get into this right now. Alright, well. Important sounding books. Indian mathematics. Why is that funny? Why does this shelf seem so darn important? Is that Ryman? Is that how you say that? Riemann? There are many factors. Length, girth, lubrication, or lack of. It's an exciting and rapidly growing field. Good grief, Snake. You put that in kind of an odd way. What was that again? Oh, well, anyway. Oh boy, more books. Origin of Japanese folklore. Okay. Is there a picture book in here? Oh yes, oh yes. History, urban life, religious trends, whole ton of stuff. Well, sorta, yeah. Well, actually, yeah, it is actually deep when you think about it. Okay, more folklore, modern Japanese literature. Oh, here we go, another picture book. Great. back good memories. Of what? Yeah, let's just take the book and pop it open. What is that? Something happens. Something happens. Well, anyway. Magic wand on it. Yeah, pretty sure it's just gonna... S-E... What is that? What is that? I and 5? Or is that minus 5? S and an E, a dash, and a number 5. So SE-5. Might be impressed if I was 5. Okay. You can kind of tell what we're going to be doing with these books eventually. Or, yeah, these books eventually, but let's see what we got here. Warm. What? Sappy stuff. What? Folklore and myth here. Wait, what was that back there? What happened? Oh, we need one more light bulb before we can do what's down there. Oh. Why does... Oh, right, the lock case. Glass inlay. It's pretty big, but there's only 6 books in it. Something on the bottom. Yeah, it is all foggy. Yep, won't budge. Oh, crud. Well, I'll have to figure that out eventually. Man, I hate the puzzles in this room. This one really boggled me for a while, so hopefully I don't get lost again. Shelf on the left. What? Oh, you mean the glass case? Okay. Anyway. Can you click on the books or do it? Yeah, it's gonna force me down the stairs. Dang it. Okay, so... Oh, back here again, huh? I've looked at everything. Dim lights on the floor. I missed something, didn't I? Oh! I see the pop-up books. 3 of these things that look kind of like music stands. How about we try putting these picture books on the stands? And then... I can sort of see something, but... Where the heck is that other light bulb? Dang it, I've only got 2. I totally missed something somewhere. Dang it! Oh! There aren't very powerful light bulb earlier. There are 3 lights, that means 3 light bulbs. Oh, man. Yeah, this is what got me stuck the last time. Crud. Crud. Crud! What did I miss? Oh boy. Let me take another look at this glass case here, because there's books up here. Left to right, they say Volume 6, Volume 3, Volume 2... Oh. 632415. Oh. Well. 643215. 643215. Six, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. Wait. Oh, I must have screwed it up the last time. Whoops. What did I put in last time? Oh well. Okay, yay! I don't really feel particularly happy about being praised for that. Yeah, it was way too simple, and I actually totally overlooked it. Yeah, that threw me last time because I didn't look at the books in the case, I think. But anyway, now that this is open, I believe the last light bulb should be in here. There we go. Thank you! Phew! Yep. Pretty high wattage, too. Great. I don't think there's anything else to do with these. Cylinder number... Okay. Anyway, let's light these up. Now they should... Shieldrake 5. Oh, Sheldrake! Volume 5. Okay. Oh, that's why those were important. Okay. They seem familiar. Yeah, okay, okay. Go back, go back. Where is it? There it is. Sheldrake! Here we go. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I... Or do I... Apparently I had to examine that again. Oh. Okay, they're gonna make me examine it. Even though I basically already figured it out. Yeah. Let's go take a look, even though I just freaking did. Dang it. Oh, Sheldrake? Oh, he's gonna tell us about him. Okay. Yeah, of course I did. Oh, Lotus did? Oh, he's the guy who... Oh, that's where I heard it before. He's the British biochemist. Oh, who did the whole morphogenetic... Can't say it. Morphogenetic theory. Or field theory. Morphic resonance. Okay. Really? Oh, really? From Lotus, huh? Yeah, strange. She did? When did she say that? Oh, right. That's right. Epiphany and danger and blah, blah, blah. That girl. I don't have to tell anyone. Oh, really? Yeah, what's up, Snake? I'm kind of sick of this. You wanna, give me some info here? Throw me a bone. Yeah, come on. The experiment. 9 years ago. You know it. You were there. Oh. Not here. Why not? Climb the stairs to the top floor, and... Well, the other two are, looking at the Sheldrake books? Okay. What's the deal, Snake? Oh. 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 I see. That's supposed to be a small one? Good grief. So you had 2 of those, huh? Oh. Oh, it's the same one? It did. However... Oh, there was something... like at the bottom or the top or something? I couldn't read. Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. Oh. I don't hear an explosion, so I think we're good. True. That is a little odd. Huh. Yep, she blabbed. Like, what? Activate your detonator thing was just a bluff. It's true. What, they're still examining it? How long has it been? Oh. The truth. Oh, really? Why is that? Oh. First experiment? Oh, last time is basically what you meant. Okay, never mind, never mind. You wouldn't kill us. Oh, really? Yeah. A fair amount, I suppose, but nothing too specific. Yeah, it's simultaneously at 2 locations in a building in Nevada! Wow. Yeah, what about that? Yeah, quite a bit there. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, who did this and why? Yeah, what happened? Yes, they were from Cradle Pharmaceutical. We got that much. Oh, never mind. We got that in the other ending. And there were 4 of them running the show. We also learned about Gintaro Hangyo, Nagasaki Nagasaki, Teruaki Kubota, and Kagashiki Masashida? Maybe I'm butchering that. I like how they're, even though we already know, but hey, it looks kind of spiffy like that, doesn't he? Hey, wait a minute. He looks kind of familiar. So does that guy. And that guy, too. That guy's a majority stockholder? It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. I just had to put it all together. We want to develop technology required, and that last guy provided the cash. Okay. Really? Yeah. They run his top secret team! 10 people, huh? Oh. The Nonary Project. Research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. In the morphogenetic field. How did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? What? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Hey, wait, this is related to... Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Hey, we've been learning about this stuff. Experiments with humans produce the same results. People there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why? How? The morphogenetic field, right? In a field invisible to the naked eye. A resonant event transmits information related to that answer. I see. It's just a theory. Pseudoscience in the real world, but you never know. Say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Okay. Yeah, it has no relevance to the murder. Very true. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial. Ah, I see. Yeah, he said they wanted to figure out how to control people. And to think we're doing all this during those last, like, 40 minutes that we have before the ship sinks. Okay. I suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. Chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Whoa. Another example, shall we? Say, 1,000,000 people were to do a handstand right now. Okay. Chances of you doing a handstand would be higher. Of this hypothetical mass handstanding. Huh. Okay. So it seems you believe in this theory. Uh-huh, yeah, I do. Hypothetically, the same effect as those millions of people. One person? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Well, it's kind of a silly example, but sure, let's go with the handstand. Oh, you mean like control. I see where you're going with this. I don't remember everything they say in all this, so some of this is like kind of surprising to me too. This is an ordinary person. Let's see, he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that? Oh, you mean like transmit it to other people? Right to write to the field, and someone who can read from the same. Oh, the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these? Sounds like the internet to me. Transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. Ah, and the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Oh. I see. And that's how the NanoRay project began. Suddenly looked very serious. Against field experience. Yes, I have. That's another thing that Lotus told us about, but in another... Oh, yeah, in another path. Put a pair of subjects in separate rooms, and then they'd show one of them a picture and ask the other one what they saw. Yeah, we learned that in another path, though. We didn't learn that on this one. That is exactly correct. Yeah, what about the Gansfeld experiment? Oh, really? Oh, that's right! We learned about that with the Cradle Pharmaceutical. The kids who were abducted, they were given the Gansfeld experiment. Oh, that's right. It was, yeah, 7... Or no, Lotus actually was the one who told us about that. Or no, was it 7? No, I think it was 7. That's kind of a scary thought. Going for a regular checkup and all of a sudden this all this is going on in the background. Jeez. Let's see. None of them volunteered. They were kidnapped. Yep. There were 9 pairs of siblings, for 18 children total. Yet each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver, and they were split perfectly. The children were split into 2 groups of 9. I see. So with 1 set of siblings in one, and 1 set of siblings in the other. It was building Q in the Nevada desert, and children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A on the boat. Oh, God. On the Gigantic. Oh, so 7 totally got that right. 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. Yeah, we got all that already. Yes, we basically got this with Clover. They each of the equation allows even easier field access. Therefore, Hong set up a number of puzzles across the gigantic. The fish had to solve each puzzle before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. Okay, which was, of course, the boat. More specifically, it detonated a bomb in the hull of gigantic. Children in Group A were forced to play the nunnery game as the ship sunk. First contributing in a life or death situation. Hong Ho to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we basically... Well, actually, I guess that part kind of was new, wasn't it? Sort of. Yeah, they were confined to the mock experiment building. And I duplicated the interior of the puzzles gigantic exactly. I really can't think of anything I can possibly say during this that's, I don't know, interesting, so I'm reading, I'm sorry. So the puzzles you find throughout the rooms, when you solve them, transmit that information to the children in Group A. I see. Escape? Okay. And the gigantic will... Oh, so they kind of had danger on both sides. Even though they kind of didn't need to use the actual boat. Jeez. They could have just told them it was going to sink or something. Oh. Well, that was kind of thrown in there randomly. It was because NASA had access to a replica of the... Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, I probably did, I just forgot, because, you know, I would have learned it from this game. Oh, wow. They were able to replicate the situation. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's cool. Dude. And Clover and Seven are still inspecting that bookshelf, huh? Oh, wow. Well, couldn't the people in Group A just, you know, try to solve it themselves without receiving the information? I mean, it's the exact same puzzles, right? So why couldn't they just figure it out themselves without, you know, receiving the information? Oh. Are you guys still inspecting that shelf down there? Until the boat sinks? Don't tell me you can't figure it out. Okay, we don't have much time. Let's get out of here. Next time on Let's Play 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. Arrivederci.